Have you ever met someone who smiles a lot, but deep down you can tell something's not right? They laugh at jokes, show up for others, even say they're doing fine. But there's a heaviness in their eyes, like they're carrying something they never talk about. That's the thing about trauma. It doesn't always show up as tears or breakdowns. Sometimes it looks like being overly nice, or needing space all the time, or apologizing just to keep the peace. And most people don't even realize they're doing it. They just call it being strong. But today we're going to look deeper. In this video, I'm sharing 5 quiet signs someone's been through trauma, and how those quiet habits often speak louder than words. Let's get into it. Number 1, they constantly need to be alone. Ever notice how some people vanish when things get stressful? They go quiet, they cancel plans last minute, they disappear for days, then come back like nothing happened. This isn't about being rude or uninterested. For people with trauma, being around others can feel overwhelming. Even simple things like a group hangout or a phone call can drain them. Why? Because their mind is constantly scanning for danger, even when there isn't any. They've been wired to stay on guard, to keep their emotions in check, to stay in control. So when they pull away and choose to be alone, it's not because they don't care. It's because that's the only space where they can breathe. Being alone doesn't mean they're shutting you out. It means they're trying to feel safe again. It's not about pushing people away. It's about protecting their peace. Number 2, they say sorry way more than they should. Ever met someone who apologizes for everything? Sorry for venting. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Sorry, I'm a mess. For someone who's lived in an environment where mistakes led to punishment or love felt conditional, sorry becomes a survival instinct. They're not looking for attention. They're looking for safety. They've learned to keep the peace by shrinking themselves. And deep down, they believe if they don't apologize first, someone else might hurt them later. So next time someone says sorry too often, try responding with reassurance, not frustration. It might be the first time they feel safe enough to stop apologizing. Number 3, they avoid confrontation, even when something really hurts. Some people don't speak up when they're upset. They don't fight. They just shut down. And you might wonder, why didn't they say anything? But if trauma taught them that conflict always ends in pain, then silence feels safer than honesty. They'll keep it all inside, force a smile and say, "I'm okay," not because they actually are, but because opening up feels risky. It's not just the fear of being judged in the moment. It's the fear of what might come next, being ignored, blamed, or left alone for being too much. So they stay quiet, because silence feels safer than disappointment. If they're quiet when they're hurting, it's not because they don't care, it's because they care too much and have no idea how to say it safely. Number 4, they struggle with emotional extremes. One small thing happens and they break down, or they get angry out of nowhere, or they suddenly go numb. Trauma doesn't teach people how to manage feelings. It teaches them how to survive them. Their brain is always scanning for threats. Their past experiences have rewired how they react. Fast, intense, and often out of proportion. To you, it might look like mood swings. To them, it's their body going into fight, flight, or freeze mode, even when they don't want it to. It's not overreacting, it's leftover survival. What they need isn't judgment, it's space, patience, and a safe place to come down from that high. Number 5, they try so hard to be good that they forget to be real. They're the kind of person who's always nice, always accommodating, never saying no, even when they're drained. They've been conditioned to believe that love is earned, and the price is self-sacrifice. So they become everything for everyone, until they don't even know who they are anymore. But this isn't kindness, it's fear of rejection, fear of being too much, fear of not being enough. They smile while falling apart. And the saddest part, most people don't notice until they burn out completely. Trauma doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. It hides behind habits, behind smiles, behind strength. So if any of this sounds familiar, whether in someone you care about or deep within yourself, just remember this. You're not too much. You're not being dramatic. You're responding to pain the only way you knew how. The truth is, healing takes time. Some days will feel heavy, others a little lighter, but every small step you take matters. Every boundary, every deep breath, every time you choose peace, that's progress. And no matter how messy or slow that journey feels, you're moving forward. And that matters more than you know. And if you've ever felt like people take your kindness for granted, watch this video. Your heart deserves that reminder.